What's up, and welcome to the Original Aliens YouTube channel. Today we are going to do something a little bit different. Today we are going to do a review of a music video by a band that I really like. This is all going to be really fun because this is the first time I've ever done a review. I've never actually reviewed anything before in my entire life. People have come up to me and they're like, "Hey Tony, can you take a look at this?" I'm like, "I'll look at it, but like, I'm not gonna review it." So this is the first time that I'm reviewing something ever. First time ever. So welcome to the video, because this is gonna be the best damn review you've ever seen. So today we are gonna take a look at a band who is very near and dear to my heart. This band, I remember I was like 12 years old and I was talking to my mom. One of my friends from middle school, he had showed me the band Blink-182, and I was like, "Whoa, I love this music!" And I was like, "Hey mom, can I get a Blink-182 CD?" And she's like, "Yeah, let's go to the store and let's go get it." So my mom and I, we drove down to the store together. I'm like 12 years old at the time, and we walk into the store and I'm like, "Hey, can I get a Blink-182 CD?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, I have one right here. It's called Take Off Your Pants and Jacket." And my mom's looking at it, she's like, "Hey, so what does this parental advisory, what does that mean?" And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, "No!" And the guy's like, "Yeah, it means it has bad words in it." So then I'm like, alright, well maybe there's other Blink-182 CDs that don't have bad words in them. And so we asked the guy, we're like, "Hey, can you get us a different Blink-182 CD?" And he's like, "Yeah, here's another one. It's called Enema of the State," and there's naked people all over the back. The whole band like poses in their underwear, getting an enema on the back of the CD. And my mom's like, "Yeah, you can't have this CD at all. There's not a chance I'm letting you get this this album." And I'm like, wow, dang. So we're still sitting there in the store, and the guy's like, "Hey, well, I'm sorry that you can't get a Blink-182 CD, but here's a band that has similar music. They're called Good Charlotte." I'm like, "Hood Charlotte?" They're like, "They may as well be called Hood Charlotte, but it's called Good Charlotte, and they put out some bangers." And I was like, dope. So my mom let me get that CD, and I put it on repeat, and I haven't stopped since. No, I'm kidding, I have stopped since, because I had to grow up. But that's a joke, because I haven't actually grown up, because I'm going to see Good Charlotte in concert this Saturday in Portland, Oregon, and I am so excited, I cannot wait. So I moved to Portland, Oregon not too long ago, and I was so excited for the music scene in Portland, and I haven't really gone to any concerts, mainly because they're so expensive. And I had my eyes on the Good Charlotte concert. I knew it was coming down, and I was like, I am definitely gonna go to the Good Charlotte concert. So several weeks ago I went to buy tickets online, and what do you know, Good Charlotte is sold out, and I'm like, no! So what do? I go to Craigslist, which is hit or miss. I've had really good experience buying stuff off of Craigslist, but I've also had really bad experience buying stuff off Craigslist. There was this one time, myself and a couple of my buddies were gonna go to an All Time Low concert, and a couple of my buddies, they all got their tickets, and then the show sold out, and I was like, no! And I was like sitting there with myself and one of my other buddies, and I'm like, let's go to Craigslist to try to find some tickets. And he's like, yeah, sure, let's try out this whole Craigslist thing. So we go to Craigslist, and we find some tickets, and I find this lady, and I'm like, "Hey, can you sell me these tickets to the All Time Low show?" And she's like, "Yeah, sold, boom." We were like stoked, we got tickets, and then we go to the concert, and we're sitting there at Will Call, and the workers at Will Call, they're like, "Dude, these are fake tickets. You got totally scammed." And it was funny because I was with my group of friends who all had tickets, and we're all dressed up like really funky. We're wearing like short shorts, and we're wearing like headbands and like white t-shirts like we're in gym class, because that's how All Time Low dressed in one of their music videos. And we're like sitting there, and it's like the middle of winter, and we're like freezing, and we're sitting there, and it's me and my friend, and we're being told that we can't go in while the rest of my friends go in. And it was the most traumatizing experience ever. My buddy's sitting there next to me as we can hear the warm-up bands playing, and he's like, "Dude, this is the worst night of my freaking life. We were like 15 years old, and it was terrible. It was the worst night of my life. But I have a good feeling about this Craigslist purchase for the Good Charlotte tickets, because I met the girl in person who is selling the tickets. She handed me the tickets. They look super legit, so I am super stoked. But I haven't listened to Good Charlotte in a long time, and they've recently put out a new album called Generation RX, and I haven't listened to the album, but today that is going to change, because we're gonna do a review of their music video called Self-Help, and I'm super excited to be reviewing it, and I'm super excited that Good Charlotte's putting out new music, and I'm super excited that I'm gonna see them this Saturday. So without further ado, let's pull up the Self-Help music video, and let's take a look, and let's review the damn thing. Alright, found the video, here we go. Self-Help. Ooh, okay, so we got some gloves on, got punching bags. Ooh, this is a little edgy. Ooh, I like the production on it. You can hear like the cuts of their voice. Dreams were all I had. When nobody cared about me, dreams were all I had. And that's what I have right now, is just a dream. But that's where it all starts. I like it. I like the lyrics so far. Nobody's listening. Good Charlotte, sticking to the emo-ness. I love it. Let's go. I still feel so much pain here from the past. Self-help, I like it. I like where this is going. Boom, punching bag, self-help. A lot of people use exercise to help themselves. So, this is perfect. I think that boxing and punching things is a great way to release some bad energy. So, let's see the bad energy. Let's go. A fight to take back your life. This is very, very good Charlotte. I'm loving it. I'm loving, they're sticking kind of to their roots, and they're like bringing up some, I guess like depression kind of topics, but they're saying that there is hope. You just got to keep going. And I like I like how that's being communicated in the video. It's kind of like some rocky kind of stuff, but with a Good Charlotte kind of darker, some darkness to it, kind of Good Charlotte spin on it. Let's keep going. Woo! Can you imagine that, like seeing that, like that part right there, the guy's like standing outside the fence just going like that? Can you imagine walking by and just seeing some guy like just standing by the fence just like punching stuff? That'd freak me out, but after seeing this video, it's been put into perspective that he might just be trying to help himself. So, no more judging if I see someone doing that. That's okay. Just trying to help themselves. Let's go. Yeah, he's going. I love the stutters. The nat nat na now. I like kind of the romance kind of theme to it too. Never good enough for somebody else. That doesn't have to be romance, I guess. That could be anything. Feels like a fight to take back your life. Searching for the meaning, I'm living in these feelings, I'm searching for a reason to believe. I love those. That's very Good Charlotte, and they're sticking to it. I don't know how many years later, I don't know when the anthem by Good Charlotte came out, a long time ago, but they're kind of sticking to the similar topics of kind of fighting an internal battle within yourself and just letting all that expel through whatever it may be. In this video, it's boxing, but whatever that may be. It's music for a lot of people. I love it. I love it. Good Charlotte. I'm working on my insides because outside there's no reasoning. Working on yourself first. Self-help. Love it. Sometimes you feel that way. Sometimes you just feel like you're super on your own. I feel like the guys from Good Charlotte may have spent just some time alone, or maybe they weren't physically alone, but they felt like an emptiness and a loneliness within themselves, and that kind of comes out through their music. I think in a lot of ways, whether that be through family or just through life's obstacles, I think that they have a lot of kind of that in their life, and they're just super talented and can communicate that through music, and it really identifies with a lot of people, because I think a lot of people do feel that kind of emptiness, kind of loneliness at times. So love it communicated in their music. How long should I stay here all alone? I think that's a question that a lot of us ask ourselves. Oh, and he's fighting a guy. Here we go. I think that guy represents a lot of demons in his life. Let's see how he does. Oh, to the dome. To the dome. And he just keeps going. He won, he's clearly winning, but he keeps going, and he keeps fighting, and he keeps running, and keeps standing by the fence, and he's still going, and then he runs again. One victory doesn't mean he's out of the woods, so he's got to keep on training. I love it. That was a sweet video. That was a really cool song and a really cool video. I loved it. I'm stoked to see Good Charlotte this Saturday. I hope they play this song. I love the video. I love that they're putting out new stuff and that they're touring. I think Good Charlotte has always been a very true band and a very genuine band, and whether I'm 12 years old trying to buy a Blink-182 CD and my mom says no, or whether I'm 26 years old like I am now, I'm always going to be down to listen to Good Charlotte and just rock out to them. So stoked to see them this Saturday. So stoked that they're putting out good stuff. I can't wait. Stay good, stay hood, stay Good Charlotte. We'll see you later.